What I'm doing with Cloud here is working on the difference between heel and come. So one thing I see with very high prey drived dogs, like an Aussie, Huskies are like this way, Border Collies, is they have a tendency to be able to heel. I'll show you, heel, and then fixate on things that they want to fixate on. Right now he's not, but give it a second. Right there, there's a dog. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, Cloud, come. And what he's going to do is he's going to do this, where he's like, okay, I come and sit next to you, but I still fixate on the dog. So I'm going to say, come. And he's got to stay right in front of me. And now see, I controlled my leash a little bit. It's hard one-handed here, but we've been practicing this. I'm using food because this was a hard exercise at first, where he would want to come into this position and then hyperfixate. It was mainly on birds, not necessarily dogs. So I put this power loop on him just to give me a little bit more control of his face. So if he's in the heel, it's okay that he's not obsessively staring at me. But when I say come, I might do it in a situation where I'm facing something that he wants to fixate on. And I'm going to be like, no, actually, that's not the heel position because your brain isn't on board. And for me, training is more about the state of mind of the dog, and the positions are just how we get there. So if the heel position isn't functional for the dog in that time because they are going into prey drive while they're maintaining the heel position, because we're walking and there's often birds and he's fixating on those birds, it's not a functional position for him in that moment. The dogs, I just use an example. So this could be something that we work off with bikes. It could be loads of things. And so this has been the stuff that we've been working on with him. Heel is making sure that not only are these positions really awesome, flashy, really cool, he works for food so well, but they're actually functional, that you can take him out into a public space and he's not losing his marbles over bikes. He's not losing his marbles over birds, not losing his marbles over other dogs, which a lot of Aussies can be reactive to other dogs, people, runners. Sometimes with runners, he's really fascinated by where they're running to. And so we don't want him to just be like, well, I'm coming with you, So if we have a runner, I'm just going to say, come, pop him out. He has to maintain this. The more focused he is, he just resorts into the heel position because it's easier, because he doesn't have to think, because he's right here. He's like, I can do this and then I don't have to focus on you. But he's out here. I know that he cannot cheat when it comes to focus. I can even move around him a little. Come, maybe build a little bit more value with the food. So he's fixated over there. I move this way. Cloud, come. Good. If he wanted to continue fixating, more often than not, he's going to flip his body into the heel position and look that way, where whatever the thing is that he's fixated on. There's a bike and a dog. There's tons of distractions at this park. So we love coming here. This is just out in Daybreak. Tons of things. And when I'm teaching something like this is a newer exercise for him. He knows come and he knows heel, but he doesn't necessarily know how to plop out of the heel into this position. So we've been teaching that. And he's starting to really get it. It's making sense to him. I wouldn't do this like trying to get mileage on the trail. I'm putting myself positionally right here so that all of these people walking by, my distractions come and they go, and we have lots of opportunities. Like there's a runner coming. This is where he gets really fascinated with where they're going. It's like, what are you doing? Why are you running? And so we want to create, Cloud, come. A neutral tone, good boy. If he had come into the heel position, I would have corrected him by plopping him back out. But he made a good choice. So really, really good. So I just want him to know the difference. If he is responding to cues because he is paying attention to me and I know that he gets it, we're in good shape. But the moment that he gets distracted and his brain starts turning off, he's going to get a little silly about where he's supposed to be. And so this leash can help guide when his brain turns off and the prey drive kicks in. And so I put this power loop on him. You don't need to use it all the time in every training situation, but it was helpful for me in our training session this morning. So good job, buddy.